flipping slow. Oh, hello there. Hello everybody. How you doing? Welcome back to my channel and welcome to another die-cast restoration. Okay, so I'm just trying to edit another video. This will be quite further down the line because I've got a few more lined up ready first. Right. Okay, so before we start, I'd just like to say thank you to everybody for joining me again this time, and thank you for all my old faithful subscribers for sticking with me. And if there are any new comers to my channel, new subscribers or new people just watching, if you're just watching, please subscribe. Yeah, thank you for coming and visiting my channel and watching my videos. Yeah, we'll better get on with today's video, and it's a Dinky Toys Packard. It's got the squashed axles, the flattened ends. So what I've done with it, I googled some pictures and I thought, well, it was very plain as it was, so I've done a bit of a code 3 on it. I've managed to make an interior, make the window unit, which is blooming hard in that one because of the shape of it inside. I've doctored an interior for something else that I had in one of my boxes to fit in it, and well, you'll see what I've done anyway. Watch the video, and it's turned out quite nice, I think, so I hope you'll agree with me. So yeah, without any further hold-ups, let's get on with the video, and as I always say, please sit back, relax, enjoy watching the video, see how I got on with this one. Okay, let's take a closer look at this one. Right, well, I think this was a donation from a gentleman called Ken, if I remember rightly, and it's been there for a while, so I need to do it. Well, it's missing the headlights, but I think I've got a file, or there is a file on Thingiverse with these lights. I think they fit some of the other Dinky cars as well, so we'll have a bash at doing that. Now it's got a little bit squished down in the middle there, and the pillar's gone, and it's slightly gone sideways, so we're going to have to straighten her up a bit. Hasn't got an interior. I want to have a little experiment with this one for the interior, see if I can make, well, not an interior, but make a window unit for it. Don't know if that will turn out. It's got a lot of casting lines that need doing. The back window needs filing a bit better than that. I don't know if it's meant to be rounded like that, like a bit like an old VW one, or whether it's supposed to be more square. I'll have to get the old googly on the go and have a look at what it gangles. What else? Well, the base is all there. It's a little bit bent, but nothing too drastic. And of course, being tin plate lock, it'll be easier to straighten. Not sure, I don't think probably that base ever was painted, but most likely will paint it. Okay then, so we got the axles, it's got the crimped ends, which is good in one sense but not so good in another, because I need to, I usually try and pinch them with the pliers enough to get the wheel off. They're not easy to flatten again, but you've got to get these off to get the base off. You've got to get the axles out to get the base off, because that's all that holds it on. I don't know if that's enough to go through. No, not quite. I don't want to file anything off them, because I need the metal that's there to be able to crimp them again. You see what I mean? It's not easy because the axle rotates when you try and do that. No, I'm going to have to get another pair of pliers and hold it. Oh, ding-a-ding. That's my old phone. I don't know why it ding-a-dings. It gets notifications sometimes, but it's got no SIM card, so I don't know whether that's how it's supposed to work. Anyway, still not quite enough. Let's watch the time. I want to go in and see the auction. It's 11:45 now. I don't want to miss any the lots that I wanted, but I think it'll probably be about 1:30, 2 o'clock at least before they get to them, but you know, you can't be sure. I know there was a lot of stuff outside this time. Oop. Still not quite enough. I'm going to just get the pliers and then I'll pinch that off camera, and then I'll come back to you before I get the wheel off. The wheel! Okay, I think I've done it. Come on, wheel. I thought I'd done it. It's tight. It's nearly out. There. Got a banana shaped axle as well. Can't get that wheel off. She'll go. She gotta go. Come on, go. Go little wheel. That's it. Okay, so that's the first one. I'll do the same with this one, which is the least. Well, that's the thinner one, that's the fatter one. So I guess we better do the thinner one. Yeah, come on. This is where the knuckles go crack. Oh, come on. It's a right old fiddle. Probably sliding out of shot. Enough. Probably not quite. Not far off though. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh. So there you go. That's it. The base just falls off. So there's plenty of rust on that. That you can see is quite bent. But that bit seems to be not too bad at all, apart from that. So I might put it in some boiling water and just, you know, push that roof up a bit. I'll have to do it from in there, I suppose, with a bit of wood or something. Okay, well, I'm going to do that, and then I'll put her in the old caustic bath. Put that in as well, and the wheels. And I was watching Mr. Norfolk Man Cave, and he had a little chat the other day, and he's been on YouTube, they say, about 12 years, and he's never had any copyright issues or anything. The tunes I put on my video now, not ones I've played, but they're ones I got from Melody Loops, and I've paid for the right to use them, and I still get not a copyright strike, but a copyright issue. They say if you monetize your channel, it could cause a problem. But I don't monetize my channel. I'm not going to do that because I just, you know, I suppose I'm stupid. Perhaps I could, I don't know. But I just do this for the enjoyment of doing it and the enjoyment of entertaining others. You know, when I first started, I was a bit shy and sheepish on here, never knew what to say. Sometimes I get a bit tongue-tied, but it usually comes a bit better now, you know, what I want to say. It's, you know, I do a few R's and M's and whatnot, as you well know, and I probably come across a bit dithery sometimes, which probably is right, you know. I'm getting to that age now when those sort of things might start happening. My poor old dad had dementia at the end. I hope it doesn't happen to me, but it's quite likely. Yeah, so I'm digressing again. So when I come back to you with this, it'll be all cleaned up, ready for the primer. Or I might have to do the pillar first in the middle, so it'll be ready for that anyway. We'll do that. Okay. Right, I want to try and make a window unit for this, and I'm trying to think of a way to do it. I'm going to use my vac form machine, but I need to make the shape first. The only way I can think to do it, I've got some clay. You've got to make a mould. I've got this scalp dry clay, hair dry clay that I bought when we were on holiday in Weymouth. So I'm going to try pushing that some in, because when it's dried I can sand it down to make, you know, room for the, because it'll probably be too big. It might shrink when it dries, I don't know, but I'm going to cut a piece off like this. Do I need to? That's probably enough. I need to put this in a seal bag after, otherwise it'll be going off. It probably will go off anyway. Right, push it back in. I'm just going to put it in a seal bag. Right, I've squished the clay in. I've got to keep cutting bits off as I squish it in, because I don't want that goes in the wheel arches. I suppose it doesn't really make a lot of odds. I probably need to dig some of that out. I don't know how long this stuff takes to dry, but maybe take some more. Because we don't need to have it too high. Yeah. Let me scoop some more out. Need to get it into all the corners really. We want this to be reasonably flat, so I've got to cut these bits off. I should have just broken a little bit of clay off at a time when I needed. And I'll cut it across there. Oops, if this doesn't work, there's going to be a bit of a mess to clean up, eh? Right, I'll do the rest off camera. Keep mucking around and then we'll see what happens. Right, so I've made this mould from clay. It's a bit rough, but I hope it'll be okay enough for that. So I'm going to put it on there. It mightn't come out too great, mightn't come out at all. So I've got a piece of the plastic, whatever it is they call it, put in. It had paper on both sides, but I took the first one off. Excuse my 3D printer. Okay, so that's on there. Right, I'm going to put this here now and switch it on. So I put the heat on, and then if we come down, I've got to lift the handle up now, or push the handle down to lift the thing up. Okay, and just move that a bit up. Right, you can't see now because of the let me play with this. We'll watch the plastic up here. Oh, excuse me. You see when it sags. Okay, here we go. It's starting to drop down. You can see it in there. And I think you can see it. Perhaps you can't quite. You will in a minute. You go a bit lower. There you can see it there. Okay, it's getting close. Right, I'm going to turn the heat off and put the moulding on. Looks like a jet engine. Right, let me bring this up. I'm going to shift that around that way a bit. Leave that cool down. Okay, open that and see if we can get it out. Come on. Okay, she's stuck in there. Okay, we got it out. Right, we got to try and get this out of there. Push it out. Try not to break the clay. Probably it will break because of these bits here. That's what I was worried about a bit. I thought plastic might be flexible enough to get it out. Okay, here we go. Okay, that's it, that's out. So this is the bit we need to be reasonably good. It's not 100% straight, but I think it might do. Okay, we're going to leave that cool down and then we'll cut this out and see what it looks like. Right, so this is a bit of an experiment. I don't know if it's going to work. I'll cut out roughly first. It's not that easy to cut it out. It's this bit around here, like the frame of it, that makes it difficult. Right, don't want that. Hang on a bit. Right, now we got to see. We'll cut it as close as we can to the bottom. I might leave a bit of a lip on there. Can always cut it off after. Get rid of these little bits. What do I want for casting? Where the hell did I put that now? Here we go. Oh, that's gone on the first. Oh, come on. Cabbage. Okay, let's see. Got to get it past this. Past these, well, that's not very good because of those blasted the axles. But other than that, it is kind of done. It's kind of not bad. Right, well, I did have to do this again. I've had to sacrifice a bit the back window, the back windows on the side, those two, because of the way that is in there. when I did the mould, the piece, well, the first one I did wasn't great, so I thought I'll have to do it again. But what I've done, I've cut the piece off there. I've cut that wide and just put that flat there, so like that my mould will fit in. So I'll keep that for another time in case I get any more of these. Yeah, if it had been just a straightforward, straight in jobby, it would have been alright. But anyway, we've done it like this, so you can see that it has sacrificed a bit the back windows. The windows are there, they're just a little bit in and a little bit funny shape. They've got a step in them, but I'm not too bothered about that. The rest of it, I've put 2 holes in there so that we can put some 5-second fix to hold it down, and I think it's going to be okay. That's where I got as far as with that, and then it's easier to get in and out as well. Right, so what I've done, I've printed a load of lights for this car. It's still got all the bits on them. And I've dropped quite a few of them as well. Where did that go? Oh, it's there. So that's the light. Now that, I don't know if it'll focus, because first of all I printed them with the they were that way up on the build plate, so this piece was on the base, what was on the plate. What was happening was that they were too weak and they were snapping off there, so I had to put them flat down like that on the build plate, and that made them stronger because they printed that lengthways, you know, that way. So what I've done, I've just stuck one in there. That's only stuck in. I've got the other one to stick in. I'm going to just put a bit of super glue up through the bottom of the hole, through the bottom, and I'll leave it upside down so it drips down into the light. I've drilled them out. I've drilled that one out, and come on, focus. Yeah, so I've drilled that out, and you know, I'm going to put the dual headlights in those. So they just push into those. So that's it. They don't look too bad. So I'm putting them on now, because when I go out and prime, the whole lot will be painted then. Okay. Righto, that's it. All ready to spray the primer. I've wiped them down with methylated spirit. So yeah, I'm going to go out and do that. It's nice and fine today. We had a thunderstorm last night and we had a thunderstorm the night before, but it's nice today. Well, it was nice in the day the other days as well. It just it came over an evening, but it was good because we needed the rain. Okay, I'm gonna go out and do that. That's the primer done. I've had to do a little bit of rubbing down there, but yeah, it's come out alright. So I'm going to go out and spray the colour on now, and I didn't know what colour to do it, so in the end I've done some Google pictures and I've gone for this colour. I know it's metallic, but I think it'll look quite nice in that colour. So whatever it is, 51481. There's no actual colour name, so there you go. So I'm going to go out and do that. The base be black, so I've got me black here. Okay, right, I've done a little bit of detailing. I'll show you in a minute. But we're just going to put the headlights in, dual headlights. I've got the auction on in the background. Not very good today. I'm shaking like a leaf, so I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to be able to finish the detailing on this, because I've got bumpers to do. See, I nearly missed that headlight. I'm just having such a job. Yeah, I might have to leave the detailing until it passes off. I just want a bit of a cotton bud there to get off what I've put too much on. Now, these lights, they're there's no chrome rim around them. In the pictures I've googled of this, it's just paint all the way to the edge. So that's what we're going to do. Yes, I've got to do the bumpers and the grille. That's chrome. I didn't do that strip in the middle chrome because it, I'm going to use a stick with some blue tack, because it looked sort of an aluminium-y kind of colour on the real car. Come on. Okay. That one's in. I might have to straighten them a little bit off camera. Anyway, I get this one in. There. I will have to straighten them out a little bit. Okay, so what I'm going to show you that I've done the running boards black with a like an aluminium-y kind of strip along there. So that's as far as I've gone with that, and there is supposed to be a boot handle there. I think that's like a bit of chrome up there and a boot handle at the bottom, which I've done in that pen, but it wasn't very good. It was kind of, well, it's kind of spreading out where it shouldn't have. I don't get on very well with some of these pens. Right. Okay. I'm going to sort those lights out, make sure they're straight, and then I'll come back to you. Right, we're gonna have a go putting it back together before I do the detailing. What I did do, just after I switched the camera off for the last clip, I stuck some of those lights on the back, those jeweled lights. They're a bit big for that era, but they still look better than nothing. Right, okay, so we're going to put our homemade window unit in first. Now what I'm going to do, like I say, it's not great at the back part here because of the step inside. I don't know if you can see it there. You can see it through the window, and that makes it difficult. So I've had to do it like this. Not brilliant, but not bad. Right, okay, what I'm going to do is my favourite stuff. Got to be done. I'm going to get a piece of paper in case I get it everywhere. And I'll put a little bit, I'll put a little bit sort of here, and a little bit sort of here, and a little bit sort of in the middle. And then I'll put a little bit more in a minute. Boom. So we got it down. Oh, that's alright. That's come through the hole, so that's perfect. So, where's my light? Okay, I might do that bit first. Push down on that bit. Sorry, I've got the auction on in the background, if you can hear it. Just bought a load of train accessories, you know, the 00 electric Hornby train stuff, buildings and all that. Nobody bid on it, so I waited till it was down to £10, and they were just about to say pass. I put a bid on, and I got it. Because I'm sort of branching out a little bit now into electric trains. My middle son was mad on them, so he's got a great big collection. Okay, so that's the window unit in. Now I've got my doctored interior. I don't know what it was off originally. Let's shove that in. Got to try and get this straight. Got to be careful because it moves as. So I need to. How am I going to fix that in? I need to put a couple of little blobs somewhere. Or 5-second fix. Maybe a bit there. Maybe with my light. God, I got it the wrong way. Let me put another bit there. I better leave that one do first. A little bit over the top a bit more. A little blob. That'll do. Hopefully that'll stay there. Right, that's okay. Yeah, wheels, we got to put the base on first. So let's get that on. I'll put that back bit in first. She's a bit. She don't want to fit very well, the back. The paint has made it quite tight. There you go. That's in. Right. Wheels. Put those through. Now that's tight. Very tight. Because I've flattened the ends of the axle as much as I could so I could still get the wheels on. So there you go. And I've just done a cabbage thing. So I'm going to have to pull the bugger out again. Because I've put the tyres on. I need to put it to the end of the axle first. Put it in the wheel arch. Or under the mud guard. And push her through. And get another wheel ready. And lined up. Oh, tight. Up. Now which way around was that? That way. Little hammer Harry. Hammer Harry. Okay, she's through. Now really, I need to flatten it a bit more, but I don't know. Ooh! How can I tap it on? I'm going to hit it if I tap it. You know what I did last time? Tap the pliers. But I fear if I try that this time, I might damage the model. Come on. I don't want my little anvil. Don't know if this is going to work. It's a bit dodgy. Let's see. They're not going to come off anyway because of the wheel arch. So it doesn't matter too much. Right, I've got to do the same with this one. Put the wheel right to the end. And hope she goes through. That's where I've had my clamp on there. I'm going to have to touch that bit up. Okay, that one's a bit easier to push through. Alright. I did a bit of a boo-boo with that wheel. I put my lacquer a little bit too thick and it made a mark, so I might have to just go over it again. Yeah, this wheel is tighter. But not too tight. It's tighter but not too tight. This is a bit scary. Christ, it's scary. It's scary, my cuckoos. She's done the trick though. Okay. So she runs alright. Right, okay, so it's all done now apart from the detailing. So I've got to finish that. I'll probably do that off camera because the camera, I've said it before, I find so much difficulty in looking over the camera. It's a big old video camera I've got. Old fashioned, donkey's years old. And it's you know, a lot bigger than a phone. And I can't see properly what I'm doing. I need these glasses to have a look what I'm doing. But if the camera's there, I can't get close enough with these glasses, if you know what I mean. And I can't see properly without them, so I'll come back to you when that's done. Right, well that's it then. Jobbied. Another one saved from the Dinky scrapyard. And yeah, I think it's turned out quite nice in the end. We've done the split windscreen, and the same with the back. Filed out the back window a bit bigger than what it was originally. And we've done our running boards. Yeah, it's an improvement really, I suppose, on what it was. These side grills are supposed to be in chrome, but they're so tiny that if I tried to done the Molotov, it would have gone everywhere. I can guarantee that, so best to quit whilst I was ahead. Okay then, so I'm going to do the same as usual. We'll do the outdoor shots, and then we'll do the turntable before and after, and then we'll do some AI shots at the very end. I did have a job with my Molotov. The stuff was drying so quick. I've got a refill, and I shake it up and tip it into a little, you know, tip a little drop into a tray, and as fast as I was dipping the brush in, it was getting the skin on it. So you know, it probably could have been better, the grill. You can see a little bit, I think, here and there where the red comes through, but I'm not bothered about that in the grill part of it. So yeah, if you've enjoyed this one, please like and subscribe if you haven't already, and leave a comment if you so wish. It's not compulsory. And we'll try and get round to answering them all. Like I have said, well, I don't think any of the videos out yet that I said it in, but I don't always find all the comments. You know, I used to get an email telling me when somebody commented. Now I don't. I don't know whether everybody's the same or something's changed on YouTube. But yeah, I have missed a few comments, I know that, and I've clicked on the other day. There was something else where you see comments, and oh my god, there's quite a few I've missed on past videos, and I thought, well, I'll try and answer them, but it seems a bit daft now, some of them, so quite a long time ago. So I'm sorry about that, if you're one of those that's commented and I haven't replied. I usually try and reply to the comments before the next video, on this particular video, but when the next video comes out, on my dashboard it tells me, you know, just the comments for that one. And if somebody comments on one of my past videos, I don't often see it, so well, I very rarely see it. So like I say, I do apologise if I haven't answered some of the comments. I do try to do them all. It's not intentional. I'm not you know, not talking to anybody or anything like that. It's purely that I haven't seen the comments. Okay then, so well, if you have enjoyed this one, please join me again next time. Probably it's going to be a die-cast model restoration. If it's not going to be, it'll be a purchaser's video, because I'm doing these ahead now. I don't know what's sort of coming next, so that's why I will say You know, if you have enjoyed this video, please come back next time. And not next week, because it might not be next week. But anyway, yeah. So until the next one, whatever it might be, please take care, look after yourselves, and well, we'll see you in that next video. Cheerio for now. Bye-bye. Abato.
Thank you.